See, man, a lot of people were upset with me. Um, just a few weeks ago, I literally said, I don't want to talk about Stanley Johnson that much because I don't know how long he's going to be here. I didn't think that he was a long term option. Obviously, he was playing well. Obviously, I liked what I saw, but there was no reason, in my opinion, to even talk about it. But hey, now it stands. He has been waived by the San Antonio Spurs.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so before we talk about the dearly departed Stanley Johnson, if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description. Please go support your boy. It would mean the world to me. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So your boy, oh wait, that's merch. So your boy Stanley Johnson has been waived from the San Antonio Spurs. You can see here, San Antonio Spurs are waiving forward Stanley Johnson. Johnson was signed to a rest of the season contract by San Antonio in mid-December. In 30 appearances with the Spurs, Johnson averaged 5.8 points and 15.6 minutes per game. Johnson has also played with the Detroit Pistons, New Orleans Pelicans, Toronto Raptors, and Los Angeles Lakers in his 8-year career. Johnson is reportedly hoping to catch on with a contender. Several playoff contenders have open roster spots following post-trade deadline buyouts and waivers. Look, let's go and get this out of the way. Stanley Johnson as a player, he's a fine role player. Plays good defense. By far at times, on some of our lineups, he was the best defender we had on the court. But this season isn't about being good, all right? And I said this, and I mean this wholeheartedly, all right? I could be wrong. It'll probably be a couple, games here and there. But I looked at our roster the other day. I don't see us winning another game. I just don't. Maybe we'll slip up on one. Some of the teams that we have coming up are really bad teams, right? That's also trying to tank. So maybe we'll come away with a win here or there. But overall, I don't know if it's anything the Spurs can do that will cause them to get a ring. I mean, not ring. I'm sorry. There's no way to get a ring. To get a win. I just don't know. So maybe we'll get a couple. But as the time of me recording this video, I just don't see that being a possibility. And with that being said, Stanley Johnson, he's one of those players, same as Jakob, in my opinion, same as Josh Richardson, are guys that should be with teams that are contenders or teams that are about to go into a playoff run, because he does contribute a lot on the court, but he's just wasting his talents with us. I mean, we can sit back and say, oh, we need more vets, or we need that, we need this. Veterans are important, but I've said this over and over again, and this is just my take. It might be a bad take, might be a dumb take, but my take is that we draft so well as far as personalities, as far as people that implement themselves into the Spurs culture, that at the age of 18, the age of 19, I don't think there are any disciplinary reasons to have veterans. The only reason I think to have veterans on our team typically is basketball wise, right? So there is, some, good things you can take from that, but I think having one is enough right now. I don't think that we need multiple. Now, I think right now we have at least two. I mean, that's not counting, if you want to count Keldon Johnson, I guess that's a technical vet, right? Like those technical vets. But I mean, dang, I mean, it's just we don't have a lot of vets, and I don't think it's necessary to have a lot of vets. Okay, so that's just my take on it. I think that we're fine right now. I think that our team has their head on straight. I think that at this point, Pop is larger than life, so you don't even need a Tim Duncan figure to get people in line. And that's one thing that people seem to forget. They're like, well, the only reason why they dealt with that is because of Tim Duncan, all that abuse because of Tim Duncan. Well, yeah, that's where it started, right? But Popovich is larger than life now. Like, you go to San Antonio, you're more than likely going to get in line, right? And you're not going to, do anything to get you kicked off the team. So as far as where Stanley Johnson is going to sign next, I don't know. Hopefully he goes to a playoff contender. But one thing I do want to bring up, and this isn't me saying ha ha ha, because I don't even care. Like, I know a lot of people hate the Lakers. I haven't hated the Lakers since like 2010. Like, it's been a long time since I hated the Lakers. I'll be honest with you guys. But as it stands, the Lakers can't sign Stanley Johnson. And it's due to, I think, a deal that happened with the Nuggets, but let's go ahead and read on here. Stanley Johnson reunion. In a season full of dull moments, one of the bright spots was Johnson. The SoCal native brought energy and effort and After being part of the trade that brought in Patrick Beverley, Johnson was waived by the Jazz. Okay, it was the Jazz. I thought it was the Nuggets. signed by the Spurs and subsequently, excuse me, waived by San Antonio as well. Interpretation of the rule could have then made it possible for the Lakers to reacquire him now. But after some discussion, research, and inquiries, it turns out that will not be the case. So this is confirmed. Lakers are unable to claim Stanley Johnson off waivers today or sign him if Johnson clears waivers. He is ineligible to re-sign with the Lakers for 1 year from last August 2024 as a result of being waived by Utah after the Lakers dealt him there. So yeah, so I guess it's not a way for you to just trade a player for him to get waived and then for you to just be able to sign him right back, right? You can't just like finesse like that. So yeah, so they won't be able to get him back, and that's I guess unfortunate for them because he seems like a player that really like Lakers could really use him right now, like really like they could he fits perfect with what they need, but that doesn't seem like the case. So hopefully he goes to a really good team. I'm sorry to a lot of people that follow this channel that I didn't talk about Stanley Johnson more. It's just one of those things, man, where I just didn't see him as a long-term option, so it didn't really feel like necessary to even talk about. So, and I apologize for that, but hey, it is what it is. He's gone, so I guess I was right in not even focusing in on it too much. But anyways, I give it to you guys later, man. You want to support the channel as always, clanthemerchfan.com, or I just clicked it. There we go. Clanthemerchfan.com, or become. Tell me this isn't fire. Tell me this isn't fire. Or become a patron and YouTube member. Only $2 per month. I get with you guys later. Till next time. Bye.